Hi, I'm Cooper Haaland. I'm a directing major, and I'm doing the BFA in Cinema Arts and Sciences. I was born in Petoskey, Michigan, which is pretty north, about 45 minutes away from the Mackinac Bridge. On my community, the arts programs, the biggest one was band, so I was very into music in general. I enjoyed creative arts a lot, but filmmaking-wise, there wasn't really any programs in the school, any sort of filmmaking clubs or anything like that. There just wasn't really anything at our school that fostered that sort of career path. In the summer after 8th grade, I took a filmmaking camp at Chicago Filmmakers, which is in Andersonville. At that camp, I realized that that's what I wanted to do. My favorite part about directing is the directing itself, being on set. I love the energy on set. I love being able to think on my feet when problems arise. The heat of the moment, I love to plan and I love to write. And I love intentionality in art and all of that. The most enjoyment for me comes from being on the set with collaborators, with performers, being able to create something together in front of the camera. There's a lot of great energy on set, and bringing a vision to life and feeling everyone's passion, working towards the same goal just is really, really enjoyable. I think that there's a lot of directors that I would have liked to work with and shadow and see how they made what they made on a lot of different projects. If there was any movie from the past or present that I could work on, it would be to shadow David Lynch when he was making Mulholland Drive. Number one, because I love his work and I would like to see how he works and how he works with actors and see the vibe of his set, which I've heard is very positive. But also that specific film, because that film was originally made as a pilot for a TV show, and then no one picked it up, so then he got extra funding to finish it as a film. So it would be very interesting to see a director like him have to think on his feet and take a hard situation and work through adversity like he did on that specific project to still make something that I think is a very good piece of art, but came with a lot of very interesting and specific challenges. I love photography. What I like about photography is it's very different and it requires a lot of different things, because when an image isn't moving and when you don't have dialogue, you need to tell the entire story of what you're trying to get across with one frame, what's in one frame. It doesn't move, it's stable. It's all about the image, and there's something very serene and peaceful about just going out into public, into nature, wherever, and finding beautiful images in daily life. And my father is also a photographer, so that got me into it at a very young age. My favorite project that I've worked on here at Columbia so far is probably Sit Drone. And that's because I was very ambitious with the concept of the film, the visual presentation, and I think that I failed in a lot of ways. I failed to get across my creative vision. I think that's why it's my favorite, because when you fail at something, you learn a lot. And that was one of my favorite concepts for anything I've ever done, and probably some of my worst execution. So I think I learned the most from it. If I could do anything else, I wouldn't do it. This is what I don't feel like I want to be a filmmaker. I feel like I need to be a filmmaker. I don't feel like I could do anything else with my life. My whole life I've enjoyed watching movies, obviously, since I was very young, but once I kind of caught the bug of making films, there's really been no other activity, no other hobby, no other workplace where I felt more comfortable, where I felt more alive, more inspired, more creative, more at home. It's the only thing that I could do.